Shri K. Shankar Narayanan, Governor of Maharashtra, Shri Prithviraj Chavan, Chief Minister of Maharashtra, my cabinet colleague Shri Kapil Sibal, Dr. Anil Kakodkar, Chairman Board of Governors, Shri Azim Premji, Professor Devang Kakkar, Director, IIT Bombay, ladies and gentlemen, graduating students of this very prestigious institute. I am truly delighted to be here at your prestigious institution on this very auspicious day. I congratulate all graduating students. I wish each one of you a life of purposive action and professional fulfillment. Standing here this afternoon, my thoughts go back to those early days after independence when our national leaders built great institutions of learning to help lay the foundations of a new and modern India. The Indian Institutes of Technology were part of that great nation-building vision and backed by effort. I salute the memory of all those who dedicated their lives to building this and other such great institutions of academic excellence. The IITs have become an integral constituent of what is known as Brand India. Like our nuclear science institutions that the chairman of the Board of Governors and my friend Dr. Kakodkar has dedicated his life to, like Mr. Premji's Wipro, who in many ways is a unique role model, and Mr. Narayan Murthy's Infosys, and like so many other centers of research and learning that have given several generations of young Indians new opportunities that my own generation could never even dream of. Today, as we celebrate the Golden Jubilee of IIT Bombay, we feel a sense of pride in its all-round achievement. But that pride must be tempered by the concern that we still do not have the required number of such institutions to offer adequate developmental opportunities to all our bright young men and women. Ladies and gentlemen, every year when I see how many hundreds of thousands of students apply for admissions to these institutions, and when I see how high have become the minimum cut-off marks for admission, my heart is pained by the limits we are placing on the opportunities available to our youth. That is precisely why our government in the last 8 years took the initiative to expand the opportunities for higher and technical education in India in a big way. During the last 8 years, Indian higher education as well as secondary and technical education have experienced a quantum jump in terms of the investments being made and the number of seats being created for students. I compliment my colleague and friend Shri Kapil Sibal for leading this great national effort. Our government has opened new IITs, new IIMs, and new institutions for teaching and research in sciences. We have increased investment in school education. We have increased scholarships for the disadvantaged sections of our society. I am very happy that the IIT Bombay has made research a top priority. I am told that a number of centers in the institute are engaged in research on several important areas. These include the National Center for Photovoltaic Research and Education, the 1 megawatt National Solar Thermal Test Facility, and the Indo-US Clean Energy Center for Photovoltaics. I am sure these efforts will yield result in very useful outcomes. Ladies and gentlemen, as India's economies becomes bigger and more developed, so too must our knowledge base. A developing country like ours has to catch up with other more developed nations, and this catch-up process depends vitally on our ability to harness human resources for development, as my friend Prithviraj Chavan put it so beautifully. Another challenge is to ensure that the investment we make in higher education in fact contributes more directly to processes of nation building. Here, the IITs face an immediate challenge of making their curriculum more relevant to our needs. I am aware that this is a subject of much lively discussion among your faculty and alumni. How do we incentivize our engineering graduates to bring their professional knowledge to bear more directly on our processes of development? This would be in keeping with the vision for IITs that Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru articulated when he laid the foundation stone of IIT Bombay. He said, and I quote, "The role of the IITs would be to provide scientists and technologists of the highest caliber who would engage in research, design and development to help building the nation forward, self-reliance in our technological needs." Unquote. Ladies and gentlemen, many of our best IIT students have over the years migrated abroad in search of better opportunities. I do not grudge that. Some of them have returned home to serve our motherland. Some do so from where they are located in some of the best institutions of the world. A large number of our IIT graduates move away from their core disciplines into management, finance, marketing, and even the civil services. Without doubt, they have much to contribute in their new field of work. The students graduating today have a long list of IIT Bombay alumni to inspire them. Each of the preceding 49 convocations of this great institution has seen the graduation of a very talented group of young men and women. They have made important contributions in a wide range of disciplines and have added luster to the global image of India. Several of them have risen to top positions internationally, including Arun Netrawali, former head of the Bell Laboratories, and Nitin Noharia, the current Dean of Harvard Business School. One of our brightest cabinet ministers, Shri Jairam Ramesh, is an alumnus of IIT, as is Shri Nandan Nilekani, who carries the enormous responsibility in the Government of India of implementing India's ambitious program for providing all our citizens with a unique identification number. Ladies and gentlemen, India needs millions of engineers and millions more of technically qualified workers and skilled professionals. There was a time when engineers like Sir M. Visvesvaraya and Dr. K.L. Rao provided leadership to our power projects and irrigation planning and were regarded as national leaders. Today, India needs national leaders from the field of engineering and science, not just politics, sport, and cinema. Friends, India is on the move, and so you enter a world of opportunities. How you make use of these opportunities, how you shape them, how you create new opportunities for newer generations of our youth will shape the future of this ancient land of ours. I know that in the recent past we have lived through a period of excessive pessimism and negativism. Some of this is natural. Our society has been experiencing a revolution of rising expectation. Hopes are rising high, but are often not realized. This breeds cynicism. The challenge before you is to retain your sense of hope and purpose and optimism, even as you surmount the hurdles you face and overcome the challenges that you face. When I look back at my own life, I feel humble and gratified by the distance my own generation has traveled. I studied in the light of a kerosene lamp in a dusty village that had no power, no doctor, no school, no college. I had to walk miles to go to the school. In all these matters, there has been an enormous improvement in the 65 years of independent India. Even then, the progress that has been registered has often fallen short of the expectations of our people, particularly the young people. In some ways, the enormity of the task ahead of us as a nation is daunting, but our achievements so far give me confidence and hope. India's journey, as indeed IIT's Bombay's journey, these past 50 years is a matter of great pride. After half a century of zero rate of economic growth from 1900 to 1950, we managed to register 3.5% growth for 3 decades after independence from 1950 to 1980. But from 1980 to now, over the subsequent 3 decades, we have nearly doubled that rate of growth. In 2003-08, we showed that we can march forward at an even higher rate of growth of 9%. These are not just numbers. They translate into employment opportunities for newer generations. They create new incomes and new possibilities. They help increase the government's revenues so that we can invest more in education, more in healthcare, more in eradicating poverty, hunger, disease, and illiteracy from this country of ours. I know that in the past year, India's economy has slowed down. But this is not an inevitable or irreversible outcome. The fundamentals of our economy are sound, and with greater effort being made to mobilize all the latent physical and human resources, we can go back to the growth rate of 8 to 9% per annum achieved from 2003 to 2008. The large investments in the development of human resources that we have made in the last 8 years should facilitate that sort of outcome. Science and technology have to play a major role in the transformation of our economy. The educated youth of our country have to lead the process of social and economic change. I am confident that young people like you will take the flag from our hands and march forward. I am confident that your generation will make us proud. I am confident about the future of India because you are that future. Ladies and gentlemen, as you enter a new phase of your life, never forget those who have made it possible for you to be here today. Your parents, your family and friends, your teachers and the society around you that has enabled you to receive good quality education and build the foundation of your professional life. IIT Bombay has served our country with great distinction in the last 50 years. But I venture to think that the best is yet to come. May your path be blessed. God bless you.